Share22 here, and this is my first YouTube video with a voice tutorial. We will be going over double hotkeys and regular hotkeys. You will also see multi-form opening, minimization state, and basics of a web browser. The code will be in the description. First, we're going to set up our web browser. We need a search bar and of course the web browser, and if you want to add any other buttons you would like, under the search button type web browser 1.navigate and then text box 1.text. This will now navigate your web browser when directed to. Then go to your info if you have desire to put that button down and type info.show or excuse me, I meant settings.show. And then go back to your form 1 and double click history and type in history.show. Though you may have a different form name, I renamed my form 2 to history and my form 3 to setting. Now let's give this a blow. It redirects you to Google, because that's the web page I had typed in. You could do bing.com if you wanted to. And then let's test our forms. Okay, it opens up your settings form. Lag. Okay, history. So all the buttons are working, which is good. Now let's get on with the hotkeys. Under this text box, we're going to double click it. And under text changed, we want to change it to key down. We're going to type if e.keycode equals keys dot shift and enter, then it should be keys dot enter. Then we are going to have settings open up, so settings.show. Though you could have it as a different function if you wanted to. Then we're going to do else if e.keycode equals keys.enter, and then button 1.perform click. And this is your single hotkey, and this would be your double hotkey. Now let's go to the form itself, double click that. We're gonna go from load to key down as well. And what we're going to do is just have random hotkeys for the form. It doesn't really matter. And I think we're going to go with F1, F2. So if e.keycode equals keys.f1, then history.show. If e.keycode equals keys F2, then settings show. So this form's pretty much done, unless you want to design it and make it look better. Now we're going to double click this and do minimization and closing events. So under load, we're going to change this to form closed, I believe. Yep. We are going to type form1 dot Windows state equals Windows normal, form Windows state normal. We're going to copy this and exit out of this coding form. Double click this. In your third form, you're going to go to form closed again. And type the same thing as well. Now, under these two, we are going to click the lightning button. We're going to do mouse down and double click it. This will make a doubled action for both those buttons together, so it's less code, making the program run faster and more efficient. We are going to type me.Windows state equals form Windows state minimized. Then we are done, so let's give it a try. So click enter and it navigates. Now if we do, whoops, shift enter, okay, we have a conflict here. It depends on your shift key too, because there's two kinds of shifts. There's the shift and then there's the shift key, and they're very confusing on which one you should use. It determines on your computer operator. So, see, there we go. And enter. Now your info. Did we not? Okay, we gotta go back to the codes because I did not write them down. Nope, they're there. Let's give this another try. For some reason. Okay, we got another conflict. Okay, we're going to do the mouse down, and it should be mouse enter, I believe. Mouse click, actually. And then button 3 dot mouse down. No, click. Let's move this code. Move it to there. Now let's give this a shot. So info. It minimizes your form 1 and opens this, then when you exit, it'll bring it back up. Then shift enter, opens up your settings in your internet history. Enter searches. Then you got your F1 and your F2, though I don't have that on my keyboard, so we are not going to use those functions. I am going to give this application a good lookout, a good design, so I am going to fast forward the video. Hope you like, please subscribe, and don't forget to like. Please leave your review in the comments below.
You ready? Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him, but fuck him, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him cause he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote, his will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds, the skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% beer, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse, this dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard he fucking with that stock.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
They call him Ryu, he's sick and he's spitting fire and Mike got him out the dryer, he's hot. Found him in Fort Minor with top